back, y'all.
For the culture, this your girl, Kimachi Sherez.
I'm Fat Fool.
And this is Jennifer Desire.
Oh, we get a round of applause. Y'all don't even know.
It's the first time ever I like that.
Yes. Did I do it right?
Yeah, you did it right, and nobody catches
yes.
it. Nobody introduces themselves. That's great. She belongs here, y'all.
See? Well, we back. You know, we have an amazing guest for you guys today. I gotta say, hands down, you do a lot for Orlando that a lot of people don't realize for the independent artist scene.
Thank you.
Like, my first time meeting her personally was from a volunteer event. I went out to your volunteer event and I was so impressed at how organized it was. I said, this is what we need. This is what we need. So
I think Q and Sonny was there too. They were doing a class.
Yeah.
You remember?
Mm-hmm. That was one of the workshops.
Yes. We do it every year.
Oh, I was about to ask that. Is that annually, monthly?
Yes, I have a nonprofit called The Vision.
Okay.
The Vision is pretty much a group of people that have a vision, and I happen to know a lot of people that can make their vision come true.
That's dope.
So that's how we came up with the name. And we do like school supply drives. We go to schools and talk to the kids, feed the homeless, anything like that.
How did Vision come about?
You know Pernell.
Yes.
You know Pernell.
I've heard of him. I haven't met him though.
But I've always been doing like non-profit things of my own, but then one time I was like, you know what, I want to do things with more people. So I sent out an email to like everybody on my friend list that I could possibly think of, and Pernell replied to my email. He's like, hey, I'm doing the same thing with another group of people, so can we like link up and talk about it? So then when we linked up, we started talking, and they're like, yeah, you have everything figured out, what do you need? I was like, nothing. You guys can help me. So they're like, well, this is what we want to do, and this is what you're doing. So let's all combine,
yeah.
and then make it a big thing. So they took part of the rooms and the different things that they were teaching and things like they took care of that, and then I just took care of the whole thing, making sure that it runs and bringing in the vendors, the sponsors, the school supplies and things like that. So
that's dope.
It's amazing. I love it. Every year we do it differently. We do it somewhere else, and
it's getting bigger, right?
Yes. Last year we did it at
that's nice.
Middle School. What was it? How do I forget?
I have no idea what
Robbins Woods Middle School.
Robbins Woods.
It's
on the western side of town. Yeah.
And it was great. Like I told myself the year before that, I was like, you know what? Next year we should do it out of school. And exactly that's what happened. So I'm thankful.
That's dope. I noticed she said organized, and that's good because I was gonna ask her. So how do y'all do the event? Do y'all just kind of guerrilla style, or y'all hit them up? I want to know because we send the guerrilla style for the culture. We pull up and throw the food at the homeless. We don't even.
I'm very organized. Like if you go in my house, I have like my own office. I have notebooks that labels this and this and this and this and that. Because like even with like the first one, I met people through the first one that I can utilize for the second one. So I need to keep your email, your phone number, how I met you. So when I do hit you, I'm like, hey, this is Jennifer. We spoke last year about this or in that time.
Right.
I want to reach out to you again to see how we can collab again. And some people don't realize that like a lot of people, but then you don't keep in contact with them. You don't keep those memories somewhere that when you need them, you can be like, you know what? I need that guy. Smartphone. You keep everybody somewhere so that you can. I organize everything. Like
that's good.
What if they super fun?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you been to Fusion?
Crazy story about Fusion. I've been trying to make it to your showcase so hard. And the last time I got sick right before I got food poisoning.
You told me.
I was so freaking mad.
You talking about her last event?
Yes,
okay.
I'm talking about ready to go, and I'm like, oh.
But everything has to be organized because you never know what's going to happen.
I've been, it was
and
dope.
You never know what's going to happen, so you have to prepare for what you want to happen. And if something else happens, then okay, I didn't plan for this, but this is how we're going to look at this.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm hyped to go to the. I'm buying my ticket in advance. I'm making sure I don't eat certain things.
But Fusion is Fusion. Like my baby, my child.
So elaborate for the fan base exactly what we are talking about right now.
Fusion?
Yeah, what is that?
Fusion Showcase is a showcase that happens every other month.
Okay.
The word fusion pretty much means bringing different things together to create one thing. So what I did was I wanted to create a platform where artists, poets, dancers, and whatever you are, if you're in a music entertainment business, you can have a platform. So at every showcase, I have dancers, poets, art, clothing brands, different people that has something to bring to the platform.
Cool.
So I just mix it all together, and it just like kind of works out.
Yeah, it does. It's for the culture.
It works out. So, and it's been great. And I'm like, at first I was like, I'm just gonna do this. The first one I did was in Kissimmee, and it was okay. It was my first ever show, and I was so scared. I had like a mental breakdown. Like
I bet you did. I got a question. Like, why did you do it in Kissimmee rather than Orlando?
Because I lived in Kissimmee. And
At the time?
Yes, and all the artists that I knew were from Kissimmee.
Oh,
there was
okay.
nothing going on in Kissimmee at the time.
So it was genius then.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
perfect. So I started this whole thing in Kissimmee when there was nothing going on.
Okay.
And, people started coming out, but I was like, a lot of my friends are coming from Orlando to go to Kissimmee.
Mm.
And there was a lot of people that I wasn't reaching to, and there's a lot of people that was messaging me, hey, I want to perform, but I live in Ocala. I'm like, that is pretty far.
You'd be surprised. You would travel for
come all
that.
the way from
Yeah.
like Georgia to come perform in Orlando.
Yeah.
All the
Right,
time,
yeah.
all the time. But so then I decided to move it to Back Booth, which has been amazing. Like, it's
Shout out to Back
packed,
Booth.
right?
They show love
Yes.
for the culture too. man.
They're changed now to Soundbar, so.
Oh, yeah?
I'm excited,
That's the new
They
name?
look amazed. Like, I'm gonna go there after this because I've been like helping them with cleaning and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It looks.
Okay.
Oh
It
man.
looks like a whole new thing. Like,
A whole new venue.
I'm
yes.
Whoa.
Like, if you need somewhere to do events,
Yeah.
I would do
Soundbar.
We're gonna do events. We're gonna
You guys
support
should do
events.
something like
We're
for
gonna do
the
it all.
culture.
We did
Like,
that in
did
what
one
was it,
there.
October?
Yeah.
Like with all the artists that
Yeah, we
make
did that, and it was a good turnout. It was an amazing turnout, shall I say?
Yeah, it was
and
pretty good.
it's about time. We're overdue for another one. It's about time. But yeah, we've been working with them. Now that they're
Oh,
the
yeah.
soundbar,
It's
We're
nice.
excited now.
It's really nice. So like, can you guys tell me about yourselves?
what? She got the interview up. She just did the
I
script.
want to know.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go first.
So let's see. Woo. I do a lot of things. I guess I can say I'm kind of like a jack of all trades. So my regular self, I'm on East Colonial slinging furniture. And then outside of that, I always say I do music, but I started off as a songwriter, so I'm a songwriter at heart, writer. I'm about to get into more like short films and stuff like that too.
Poetry, right?
Yes, poetry. I had started doing actually, I'm very introverted, and for like 5-6 years, I actually just been in the studio and understanding music and understanding my craft and understand why I'm doing it and all like this as an artist. And then once I did that, people are like, hey, you gotta get out of the studio. Like, you got a great sound, you gotta get out. I'm like, yeah. And so the first actual event that I ever went to in Orlando, when I said, okay, I gotta break this ice. And the first event was New Piece. Then from New Piece, I actually did your event. But at New Piece, it was just regular. But actually what made me meet all the people that I know now was actually doing your event. So I met everybody there, but I was silent. I was kind of like a mute.
Makes sense.
And then I just came out, and then I'm here, and then got linked up with everybody, and I just been growing as a person actually, and just experiences.
That's just by being around positivity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People that inspires you to be better, and it makes you actually want to.
It's a very good drive in Orlando. I guess for me, because I'm introverted for a reason. For the first time, I met people that actually want to do something, and when they do it, it's for a good change. It's not like we just stagnant. It's like when you down, everybody hitting you like, hey, what you doing?
Yeah.
Then you say you was gonna do this?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't about to be lazy today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
and that's what you
I
need, a
definitely
community
understand.
to do that.
Straight
So.
up.
And yourself, sir?
I'm Fat Fool. I'm a CEO of a record label called Scheme Team, And I'm a new business owner, you know, and it feels amazing because now when I tell people that, they're like, I know you when you were robbing people. So I come from Washington, D.C., and I made my way down here to Paradise to overcome being a product of my environment, basically.
Why do you call it paradise? Sorry,
To me, it's paradise because no, it's all right. To me, this is paradise because honestly, like I come from a lot of violence, like really, like no movie type of stuff. Like I come from domestic abuse every day, violence. Nobody has food in the building, so you want to be Superman and get it for them. I come from that. When I go home to visit, I still do that, you know. And so I come from PCP, if people don't know that, you know what I'm saying? Which is a crazy, crazy drug
PCP,
that no...
crazy drug.
Yeah, I come from that, you know? And it's like, how did he make it here? So when I call it paradise, the palm trees, the good weather, we don't see snow. No days have been grungy for me since I've been here. Like, I can really see life for what it has to offer,
It's good.
you know?
That's good.
So that's me,
What
basically.
about you? 'Cause,
Yeah, where you from? Where are you
We
from?
see Jennifer, but I don't want to say because I be Facebook stalking anybody I follow. I saw Sabase.
Yeah, oh, that's where are you from,
I'm
Haiti?
Haitian.
Okay,
I was born and raised in Haiti. I've only been here for 10 years.
that's dope.
Okay.
Oh, so, oh.
Why do people always say that?
Because it's so beautiful. My first boyfriend was Haitian. My chérie.
That is my
tell you.
baby.
That's dope. That's dope.
But you know, I came straight from Haiti and I came here and I just been here this whole time. And my mom actually used to own a club in Haiti. And
Okay.
my mom used to be an event coordinator in Haiti. And I never realized that it was something that I wanted to do until I was doing
In
it. I
your
was
blood.
like, where did I get this? Like, and then I was like, oh, I remember mom having that one club that I used to go to on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And it started like to click. So it's like, it's always been around. And like my brother, he draws a lot and I paint sometimes.
That's dope.
But it's just like the art, the music, all of that stuff has always been around me. And you just like, you never realize, we don't give our parents enough credits at all.
Not until
Not until we get older and we
Yeah.
realize, holy crap, like mom used to really do this, you
Yeah.
know? So that's where like the events and stuff comes apart. And then now I'm in beautiful Orlando. It's just,
paradise, eh?
right?
Oh, yeah.
Paradise Island or something like that.
I guess I'm a Floridian,
That's
so
what you
I've been
make it.
here my whole life.
Right. So,
So-
do you see it as paradise, or it is what you make it?
It is.
I will say this, because when I was younger, I traveled a lot, so I saw a lot of different outlooks and experience. And when I was younger, I performed in a lot of different places too. So I don't know. I look at it as I left, and I tried to stay in Atlanta for like 2 months, and I was like, let me get back home. You know, the atmosphere was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Everybody's
will
calling you
say,
shawty.
One thing I
The wings, the lean, the strippers.
And it's crazy because one of my like childhood friends from like high school, she's moving back after 10 years. And the first thing she said about Florida coming from Chicago, she's like, yo, for the first time in my life, like I actually met people who actually give a shit. Like they actually give a shit. And you know, I didn't think of it that way growing up when you're growing up somewhere. But when I meet people, then they meet me, and I meet different people, I understand like, man, this place kind of give you the opportunity to kind of really be open and to think, because everything's so spread out. You can get to things, but you have to make the choice to get to it.
Yep.
Versus you walk out your block and it's right there. You like, God, dog, I can't say no to this. Is like everybody here saying yeah to it.
Yeah.
Versus you in Florida, like, unless you got a car, unless you got a homie who got a car, because you ain't getting on no bus. Because you got to walk to the bus.
That's false.
You know what I'm saying? You can get on the
I
bus.
sweat many days riding
Yeah, but
this
if you stay
Central
in the
Florida
outskirts,
bus.
you ain't. If you stay in Kissimmee, like you ain't
I
getting
stay
on no
by
bus
Millennium Mall, but still.
Yeah, it's still kind of
unless you're in
bad.
downtown Orlando or like kind of more city areas. So it just give you. And then my family country,
Yeah,
so we going out in the woods
yeah, you don't have to do all of that extra stuff.
fishing. When your granddad teach you how to dig baits,
Can you teach me how to fish?
if you patient.
I am patient. I
Because
smoke.
fishing
so I
is
just know he's
fishing is a
patient.
patience. Like, you know, I can take you out on a boat. I understand what time to come in. You know, you got white catfish. Certain time, like things you can't be out on a boat and do.
See, I don't know that. I went fishing
Gators.
and
So you
I
may
found
wanna
out the
do this.
dolphin was eating my
Mushing,
fish.
Certain place you go.
The dolphins was eating.
Yeah, I
his
kept
fish.
seeing the dolphin, and I'm like, oh, this is a good sign, y'all. But then I Googled it, and it's because the dolphins eat fish, duh, and they were eating every fish I was getting.
I gotta take you like freshwater fishing.
I need to do
I
something
don't really.
because
I
I
never
love
did
fish, but I
saltwater
can't catch
fish
it.
too much. You know, I don't, you know, most of us stay on the inlands. We won't be like, hey, put me in the boat in the sea to go fishing. We're like, nah, we can go there to the lake.
That's dope. So I got a question about your upbringing. I know I heard you say that your mother, you know, was a promoter, or you know, she basically she brought people together to organize events for the culture, for her, you know, the people she knew, and I think that's dope. Do you coming up, were you in the church or anything like that? Nah,
Nah, we were
cause
Catholic,
okay, yeah, me too.
but like I didn't really like understand it as much. Like,
It was mad
it
weird. I
was
know.
weird because like it was just weird. But when it was like my parents never really forced God or church on me.
That's
Like it
dope.
was never a thing like you gotta go to church, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It was never like that with us. It was just more of like, okay, it's Sunday. What are we doing today? You
What do we
know,
know?
oh let's do this, or like unless
good.
it's somebody that's like, yo, let's all go to church today. Or like somebody's like, it's my birthday, I want to go to church, then we'll go to church. But it was never like everybody had to go to church. But when I moved here,
And it was here.
it was like church every Sunday.
What?
That was never a thing. Like, why is it a thing now? It's like we start to follow other people's footsteps. But like I decided on my own to go to church,
That's dope.
and it's
That's
been
good.
it's different till this day. I still don't go to church, but. You come to my house, you think you're at church.
Now, I know you said you were artsy. What else did you do as a kid? Did you play sports? Any football? Were you that person? No.
I played every sport in high school but basketball.
Whoa!
What? Oh my
give me
god!
some-
Basketball player.
That's dope.
Wow. So what was all the sports?
Track, cross country, soccer,
Cross
tennis,
country is like.
Whoa.
weightlifting.
I thought she was gonna say no sports. I thought she was gonna say I didn't play nothing. I just, you know, it was on my,
Why?
and wrestling.
because she hesitated.
No, I was just
You didn't
because people
think of
always
that.
see it. Like I've never used to be like girly like until now. Like once you get a boyfriend and stuff,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And
Tomboy.
then, you know,
Tomboy.
that's when you start to really know what makeup is, when you start to get older.
Right.
But when I was
still
in
didn't
high
figure that
school,
shit out.
like I only went to school because of sports.
Me
I
too.
mean-
Me too. And that's the
If
only
that
reason I
wasn't
got
the
good
case,
grades.
I wouldn't go to school.
I feel
That's
like
real. Oh my
I
god.
don't even know why I was going to school.
Yeah, it was.
For girls and
crazy.
sports is my motive.
I just was going.
Girls and sports.
My 100% motive.
I
My
didn't talk
junior
to
year, I was
nobody.
done. I was like, Grandma, I don't even want to go to school. Like, I was uninterested. I was like telling my teacher, that's wrong information. You should
Crazy.
read that in the book.
But you wasn't dating you wasn't dating in high school. You said you
I
didn't
was.
Okay.
But like different school. But the thing was like, I was. Okay, so when I came here, I was supposed to be on in the 9th grade.
Right.
But they're like, but you're 12 years old or you're 9 years old, and I'm like, so I'm in the 9th grade.
I'm
They're like,
advanced.
They
well,
do
you
that
need to be
here.
at this age to be in the 9th grade, and I'm
Because
like,
they didn't want a young, beautiful black girl
Yeah.
graduating
So then
at 14, 15.
so then they put me in. I think it was
So
like
crazy.
7th or 8th grade. So like when I was in school, I was just like, I don't want to be here.
I've seen that before.
I wanna
I
be
didn't
here.
think that they
I don't
did
want to be
that
here. But I
often.
still skipped the grade afterwards because
What?
it was like, I know all of this, so I'm gonna take a test, and then I went to the IB program. It was a lot.
was-
Like I was good in
The
school.
IB, they be playing.
that's really hard. Like I was good in school. It was just like I didn't want to talk to people. Like I just went to school, went to practice in the morning, ate my lunch in the classroom by myself, did my homework.
What were you most good at in
Class.
school? And sport-wise, I mean.
Sports,
Yeah, what was your favorite? Like
weightlifting.
weightlifting.
Yes.
Blow off that steam.
No, I don't know. It was just like it was fun
That's dope.
because like we always think that these are the things that females can't do. Like as a woman, these are the things that people say we can't do.
Right.
And I was in there beasting it. So I was just like, yes.
Straight up.
Like
That's
weight
beautiful.
training, all that. I mean, for your mind in general, it's just such a good release. I think
I hear it.
every
I like
woman
to run.
should get into it.
And
But I
I love
don't run.
running, but
You know,
like
we get in our mind too much.
it wasn't as
sometimes.
much.
I've been doing that lately. As a brand, no, none of that. As a brand, being a fat fool, trying to be more of a brand, no exercise. Because they're like, he's not even fat. So I'm like, oh, I have to live up to my brand.
No, don't do that. Don't die.
So
for
I'm like
brand.
asking for
Make
diabetes
brand
right
work
now.
for you.
No. You have
So-
to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you most recent? What do you have coming up in this next month?
This month. Oh my gosh. So, oh, I'm trying to think. But Fusion is on the 25th of
Okay.
January.
And where Fusion gonna be at?
Soundbar.
Soundbar, baby.
Yes.
Y'all better
it's
come
gonna be
downtown. Better come to that event.
I've been putting a lot into like the production side of Fusion for this year because I want the showcase to be more like I want to get you ready for the Grammys. You know what I'm saying?
This is dope. That's dope.
So it's like we're putting so much into like how we want to make people like perform and what we're gonna invest into their performances and helping them grow as an artist and just making sure that everybody that's in the room when they come to Fusion know every artist by name, follows them and things like that, just like introducing them and just different ways of going about it because showcases and open mics are still like this. Oh, like you go there, you do your song, you get out. It's never like, you know what, I want to know you more. Like,
Yeah, nobody mingles,
it's
give
never
each other
that
IG.
at all. Like it's just like, yeah, you know, she does poetry. Oh yeah, she does this. Oh,
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be like that. I want
Oh,
everybody
so-
to know that there is good talent in Orlando.
Well,
And you know,
you say good talent, so like, what about who gonna be on the showcase? Because she got talent list be right. You
But-
have the hottest.
I can't even like. It's so weird that I can't even think of who's performing.
Is there a significant artist that you work with? Like, like all the time?
No.
That you want to shout out that will be there?
Andre's performing. He's
Okay.
also our host.
Okay.
He always hosts because he's like the greatest host that I've had so far. Who else is performing? Fresh. You guys know Fresh?
Fresh.
No.
We're gonna know.
Haitian Fresh?
No, the real Fresh, like
I know the real Haitian Fresh. I'm sorry. Fresh. We'll look that up.
Trinity Smith. That's her name.
Yes,
She's
she's the
performing.
I seen her new piece. She's performing?
She'll be performing.
I love her voice.
Jalika Mears performing.
Okay.
Can't really think of like a lot of people are just like brand new artists.
Okay.
John.
Oh, so this
Rice,
is a nice,
like
like
this,
a clean
that's the
new
thing,
showcase.
too,
Because I've
like-
seen like, a couple of people I've seen on your showcase. So this is like a clean slate roster.
Yeah,
Kinda.
like I try not to have.
Maceo ain't coming, man. I want to go see Maceo.
He has a show coming up though.
I'm going to look that up.
I
I'm going to go to
don't
his Twitter and look
remember,
that
but
up.
He does have a show coming up.
No doubt.
Then the next day after that, I'm going to be at the music placement conference. I'll be on a panel.
Okay.
What else I have for the month of?
That sounds like a lot right there. I mean, if y'all can't get that and just, where can they, what's your social media that they can find you so that they can stay on tune with everything you're
Jennifer
doing?
H. Desire everywhere.
Jennifer H. Desire everywhere.
So where do Jennifer
Everything.
H. Desire come from?
That's my name.
That's your real name?
Desire is your last name?
So my name is Jennifer Desire.
We want your real name, not your stripper name, shawty.
Wow. And what is it again?
Jennifer.
Is that your
Desire.
last name?
Wow.
That's really your last name?
That's
my
dope.
name.
I was thinking of something French.
That is really cool.
That's
Like
my actual name.
Francois.
That's my ID and stuff. Like that's my name.
See,
Like,
I
That's
love
dope.
it. When
You're
you don't
lucky.
have to
You're
change
lucky.
your name,
You know
can
what's
just
crazy?
use your
People
name.
always think that's not mine. I'm like, you want to smiley? Like,
Yeah, people, yeah.
but a lot of people say, you know, you can do like a strip club. 'Cause, like your name sounds like a strip club. I'm like,
I don't take it as a stripper name. I take it more of as an inspirational name. You gotta desire something before you can even think about getting it done.
That is very true.
You're
So
definitely right.
I think just people
It's a blessing,
be
man.
on some. They mind be
Extra.
wrong.
Maybe extra. Maybe extra.
Well, we live in a very sexualized society at
It's
times. So
Shaitan,
people's
that's all
minds
it
can go
is.
straight to sex. When sometimes it's like, dude, there's other things out here that the world can offer and nature can offer
Right.
more than sex.
But we still don't try to change any of that. Like as much as we say like, okay, this is wrong, or this is a sexualized generation, we don't change anything. We still make things as sexualized as we can possibly be, because we feel like that's the only way we can get attention from people, because that's what everybody's used to. You know, another for you to break a cycle, you got to make a difference. You got to make a change and step something towards that. So
Yeah.
we always say that there's change that needs to be made,
Right.
but we never really take the step towards making the change until we see somebody else
So we
doing it.
see, yeah.
And it's like, man, like, that's exactly what I be talking about.
Yeah.
And then we don't do it. You know, we always say that.
Tell them.
It take a little time for people to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I always tell people, like, you can say something to somebody, but that don't mean that it's meant for them to get it there.
Yeah,
at
they
that time.
get it.
But what's going to happen is 2 years later, you're going to bump into that person and be like, man, I remember 2 years ago you said this to me and I wasn't even listening to it. Did you know 3 months ago what you said to me? And I listened, I knew every word at that moment when I needed to hear it. That message was meant for that moment,
For that
not
moment.
at that time.
Yes.
It just, you know. So, you know, it ain't, sometimes it's a timing thing. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. And, you know, just be prepared for what's going to happen. That's what you can do for yourself, is prepare yourself.
Most definitely, most definitely.
So,
I want to know, we're going to get more personal. I want to know, what's your favorite food?
Potatoes.
what kind of potatoes? Like french fries,
Fried.
anything.
Anything potatoes.
That's dope. Mashed, all of that. You can't go wrong.
Like, I never not have potatoes in my house.
Who you listening to right now? When you was in I4, who was you listening to?
Who's in listening to?
You wasn't listening to nothing?
Oh, thank you. Moment of silence.
I always ask people, that's my number one question. What are you listening to? Because I try to stay hip,
I
being
listen
media.
to,
I try to stay hip.
Stephen Furtick.
Steve,
Stephen Furtick.
say it again?
You know who that is?
Nope, I act like I did.
Well, I listen to like podcasts and stuff
Okay.
like that, like sermons, like when I'm going down.
So when you cooking dinner, you put a podcast on?
Yeah.
No Lauryn Hill, no Erykah Badu?
It just depends. Like,
Okay.
the thing is, I listen to a lot of music.
Okay, so you can't narrow it
So
down.
like when I'm home and it's like my time, like I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, like, I listen to submissions all day and I listen to submissions like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So like I need to have a fresh mind before I can listen to new songs or just songs in general. But I listen to Erykah Badu, I listen to Lauryn Hill, I listen to a lot of chill stuff because I'm like very calm at times.
Okay.
Unless somebody messes with me.
Right.
But yeah, my playlist is weird. Like I have something for everything. Like, is it just me? Like
No,
I
I
have a
do.
yoga one, I have a sleep one, I have when I want to be hype.
Okay.
No.
I have that.
I have the shower playlist.
See, I have that too. I think it's a woman thing. We have
No,
a certain list. for
guys do it,
every
but they do it for different stuff, like
The
NFL
gym.
mix, the gym mix,
Yeah, I have all those weird
the lean mix.
or like
I'm gonna keep it
songs
at that.
that
I'm gonna keep it at that.
songs that like all sound somewhat the same. Like I don't know. I listen to a lot of weird stuff. Sometimes I'll just listen to beats. I just listen to
And vibe out.
and just vibe
So
out.
what's
You
your
don't write
most
no 16.
awkward experience?
Awkward. My whole life is awkward.
Awkward.
I mean, like that one experience that when it's time to tell that weird story, this is the first one. Like, oh, I remember this time when.
Hey, I'm trying to think. It's just hard when you're such a weird person. Like I'm
Hey! Call yourself a weirdo?
yeah,
Every moment is
you know what I'm
awkward.
saying? Like sometimes you're like, did I just do that? But dang.
You know what? I gotta go awkward. Cause everybody has these awkward moments when it's somebody that you like a crush. An awkward crush.
Did you
crush
do it on
moment.
yourself? Oh, okay.
I had an awkward moment in elementary or some shit like that.
I knew you was gonna say something
It
wild like
was
that.
so bad. Oh my god, when the teacher tell you to go to
It's
the
an
bathroom.
entertainment, y'all. It's just entertainment, y'all.
Oh man. But I don't like my life is really weird. Like I live a really wild life, I would say. So I don't really call them awkward. I think they're
Right.
normal. If anybody else think that they're awkward and not normal, then you're weird.
Straight up.
What do you mean
It's a
by
beautiful way to
wild?
put it.
Some people live in wild lives out here.
Well, not like that. Like I'm just like I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm see you next week. Where you going? I just booked me a room. I'm going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All of a sudden.
Just go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just get up and go, or like,
traveling.
Just go.
Straight up.
Okay.
Because
That's
it's
good.
like, it's life, live it. Like, everything is so free to us and we don't realize how much freedom
We have.
to do
What?
things.
Oh
And
yeah.
we're so stuck that I have to go to work tomorrow.
You have friends still on the island that you invite and they never come?
And the island to come here?
Yeah. Well, not friends, but family.
I mean, I talk to my family
Yeah.
in Haiti, but they like it. If I had the choice of living here or Haiti, I would live in Haiti.
I invite my
That's all the
family.
time. That's just a comment.
It is all the time. You're right.
Yeah.
I would.
Cause ain't nobody got time for American schemes. Boy, I tell you.
I invite my family to Florida often. They never come.
Really?
Yeah, they're stuck in their ways. That's what I thought you meant by that.
Something to like offer them?
Yeah, a plane ticket and a place to stay for free.
See, that's a good offer. And beaches. Do
I
you
mean,
like
when they
beaches?
get here, yeah. And I'm the best tour guide. I'm gonna take her to La Grande. We're gonna go do it. I'm the best tour guide.
What's your 2018 travel goals?
Oh man, I mean it's not more of a travel goals. I'm going to Texas.
Going to South by Southwest?
Yes.
Me too. I go every year.
Hey, I'm
I
going with you
perform every
too.
year.
Yes.
That's lit. That's lit. We gonna see
So we
you.
all gonna
I'll
link
see you
up.
there. You gotta come to my show too.
Okay.
I'm gonna come to your event.
Okay.
All right. So Texas.
I'm going to New York
Hey,
and
traveling girl. She's a
I
traveling
have a tour coming
girl.
up.
Ooh, what kind of store? What?
What you going on here? What kind of
Fusion is going on.
fusion going on the road?
Oh my
Fusion
God.
going on the road.
So that's in May. So May.
Black, beautiful, and black.
Okay.
You need shirt to say that.
I mean, you know, the Black Girl Magic been strong for the last year and something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been heavy on every. I just seen the girl skiing and winning shit.
You talking about London? She pretty London? Yeah, I heard. I saw it. I ain't see it. I heard. I read it. I couldn't believe it though.
Too.
Really young.
How old do you guys think I am?
23.
30.
My lord. Oh my gosh. Do I really look that old?
No, you don't look that old. I think 30 actually is the new 20 person.
What?
Because you can actually enjoy your money. You settle. You ain't stressing.
You gotta get your cola
and you
check
can
at
move how
30.
you want to move. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
still-
20s, you still figuring shit out. You got relationship side.
The same.
No, I say 30 because most of the people I meet seems like I think they're 23, 24, and they're like, oh, I'm 30. And I'm like, what the freak?
I'm sorry.
That's
I
crazy.
am 23. He had it like right on. Like
I did my homework.
he looked it up.
No, I ain't looking at all
The
that crazy.
maturity
That's stalker
level.
shit. That's stalker.
Or maybe he asked somebody.
I did.
Somebody.
The
Yeah.
moment that I say the
Maceo,
different
from
number.
Maceo.
Yeah. I'm 23.
See, I've been saying like 20s, 5, 27, I've been wrong. So I was like, you know, I'm 25, so I look young.
You do.
So I could understand, you know.
You know, like the funny thing is I have like business meetings and stuff, and that's like a bunch of white people.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, how old are you? And I'm like 20. They're like, and they like have a little chit chat.
Yeah, because they're
I'm
like,
the
where
fuck?
they already
Like, you know?
belittle you because of your age.
And they're like, you're a black woman, so you actually have to work 17 times harder.
They expect you to be 40 years old.
I don't
Then at
ask.
their table.
I'm like, yeah, listen here. Listen to me, and I'll just like break it down to them. They're like, okay, all right. What do you need again?
That's so hard because I'd be like, check this old ass. motherfucker. I'm the
No,
news.
you get well. It's okay in business. It's a way you can do it. It's
Yeah.
just how you do it. It's how you
Yeah, my
do it.
approach
You
is
can do
always
the same
wrong.
thing,
My approach is
but
always
it's just
wrong.
how you do
It's
it.
like how we reply to our emails. Like sometimes somebody be like, hey, you know, I did this. I'd be like, per my email,
Uh-huh.
I said this. And people like, okay, I'll double check. But you know, even
gotta
like
let 'em know.
with Fusion, like I get very strict. I'm sure, like you seen that I said, like I get really strict about Fusion now because a lot of people try to belittle everything that you do. It's like
Yeah.
if you're not firm with them, it's like they're gonna walk over you. Whatever it is that
Straight
you're
up.
doing, they're gonna think it's little. They're gonna call it little. Even if you think of it as a big thing and you have big dreams for it, if you don't make it what if I don't treat Fusion like the Grammys now, Fusion will never be like the Grammys.
I'm glad you said that.
You know?
I had to ask myself that how can I make my label like Interscope Def Jam?
Yeah.
And I said I have to treat it like it.
Like now, if you want to be a millionaire, you have to treat yourself like a millionaire right now. You have to have the mentality like of a millionaire. You have to wake up, you don't schedule.
So I should run marathons?
Yeah. I was talking to somebody about lifestyles, you know.
But you can start your own thing. You can wake up every day. Like I have a friend of mine named Deontay. He does videos like this too.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is, I'm like, D, how do you do it? He's like, I wake up every day at 5 o'clock. I'm like, what?
Persistent.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? He's like, because I have to get out of work at 9, which means I need to get up, get ready for work, read, meditate, do my meeting stuff, get ready for the day. So when I come home, I can follow up with what I started in the morning, and then I go to sleep every day at, I think he said 10:15 or 9:15 or something like that. And I'm like, how do you keep it on schedule? He said, if this is what you want, you'll do it.
Yeah.
And that's with everything.
So good.
So it's like with me, I have contracts for everybody that does fusion, for my artists.
See, this is what, Paul. Say that again for the people who can't hear you in the camera. Please say that.
Everybody's on contract.
That's super organized,
This is the thing that, as an artist, that we have a problem with people who start up shows and do shows is, what happens is you get an artist who comes on a show, but there's no structure.
Nothing.
Because when somebody comes with you as a business,
documents.
you know what I'm saying?
Like everybody's in group chat, be like, "Hey guys, like I'll be
That's good.
positive
That's
about
good
it.
though.
And I'm like, hey, I hope everybody have a great day. Let's do this, let's do that.
Okay.
And I'm like, I will send you guys an email at 8 o'clock, and I send it to them. And I'm like, I'm expecting a confirmation. Everybody replies. And because if you start slacking,
They will slack.
people are gonna slack. But if you've always been like firm with
Persistent.
them and persistent with them, they're gonna see it like that. Like I always tell people, if you're gonna not reply to my emails, you don't really respond to what I'm gonna say, I have 150 people left that wants to perform,
Right.
and they actually want to pay me to
Right.
put them on the side where I'm paying you to perform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm doing you a favor, sort of, kind of, even though, this is my thing and I picked you, but still it's like, this is your career.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't take it serious, then why should I take it serious?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't take it serious.
At all.
I noticed
artists don't invest
working
in
with
themselves.
artists. I was about to say that. Working with
It's
artists,
crazy.
they be like, "Why do you pay for that? Why do you do that? Why are you going there and you haven't made money?" And I'm like, "Why don't you have a mixtape? Get out my face."
Why, as an artist, I'm telling you, hey, you need to invest in your sound. Why don't you think your sound is important? Why don't you think your image is important? Why don't you think these things are important? You're an artist. Like, don't you respect your brand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some artists don't. They just think make music, but then like, don't you want the benefit and the goodness of making music and creating and being an artist is making sure that somebody else gets to hear it and touching somebody else. So if you're not
That's what it's all
putting it out
about.
there
And if you
and
forget
presenting
that,
it the right way, I think I saw something today. It's like marketing and being an artist is about people. Like how are you marketing yourself and how are you doing everything that you do for people? Because we're all in the business of helping people, right?
Yep.
So how are you helping people? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's all, I look at people, I talk to so many artists all day, and I talk to other people that's not artists, but they're like in the business side of the industry. They're A&Rs and business owners, and they all have the same issues. They don't listen, like artists don't listen, they're not on time, they're not doing this, not doing that, they don't invest in themselves. And I'm like, I don't know, man, like,
I can't do it.
you know who you should work with, like at the end of the day. Passion speaks for itself.
Straight up.
And if somebody's really passionate about what they do, you'll see it, and they're gonna be really serious, and they're gonna be on top of everything that they do. Every time. You won't ever have to be like, oh, let me remind you about this, or let me follow up. They'll follow up with you. You know? So.
Okay. Well, I personally got a little something special. Because I know that you are an event coordinator. And for the appreciation of all the independent artists around here,
Straight up.
that you are breaking down barriers for, because that's what you're doing. I got you a little something. So, I got you a little journal. This is a organizer got some inspirational words.
What's on the front of that? Cigarello?
This says,
On them pants. Let me see.
cherish yesterday, dream of tomorrow, and live for today.
Bro, you ain't never bought me nothing.
Yes.
Can I say something though?
Oh, you
Like,
bought me sage.
You know, let me say something. Like, I'm not even lying to you.
You need that.
No, I'm so serious. I don't know if you were reading my mind, if God told you to buy this, because I literally wrote it on my to-do list. Like, I literally did this. And I told my boyfriend, I was like, wait, you want to go to Staples? Can you grab me a planner? He was like, yeah, I'll do it. And he forgot it. He got a calendar, like the big ones. A calendar. So, like, I have a big old calendar in my room, but I wanted a planner. And he said, when I go back, I'll get it. But we just haven't talked
That's a nice
about
size one, too, for the personal.
it. It's like,
Here you go.
huh.
And I got you some beautiful pins, man. You know.
Straight up.
So, in May,
That's
you got
so
something else.
interesting. That is so interesting that I don't know how to feel about this.
He works in mysterious
Look,
ways. Just know
everything
that.
happens for a reason. You know, I tell people nothing is never happening for a reason. The only thing that's supposed to happen is you're supposed to be prepared for what is going to happen.
Yep.
You know, because it's your path is going to line up. Now, you can probably slink away from that, but it's going to go right back to what you're
Yeah.
supposed to do. You're just making distractions for yourself.
That is very
Yeah.
true. Like I know, like I try to like get jobs and trying to work a 9 to 5 sometimes, and then like because I feel like Fusion gets so overwhelming, and then like I'll get like 4 calls. Hey, I need an event done. Hey, I need an event done. Hey, I have a wedding. Can you do it? And I'm like, hold on. Let me not do this application.
Right.
And then I follow up with and it's just whatever I try to do that's away from what I'm supposed to do. Whenever it happens, something always like bring me all the way back around. So it's all in God's plan.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
I'm thankful.
That's dope,
Thank you
y'all.
guys for having me.
This is For the Culture, and we're with Jennifer H.
What
Desire.
is this?
4.
Go to both.
You see this hoodie right here?
Oh, for the culture.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not like on
We're
like
trying
signs and
to.
stuff.
We're on Twitter, so we're trying to stay with the kids. Okay?
But I wanted to say this, like, if you guys have artists that comes through here that you guys want to perform on Fusion, like, just hit me up and then we can work something out.
That'd be dope.
Definitely,
That'd be
definitely.
dope. We definitely will. For the culture, y'all.
Thank you guys.